Greetings, this is Doc Ock coming at you live and direct from Black Facts Headquarters Central today. Another beautiful day in paradise. That's right, we're going to cut you another slice from a beautiful day in paradise. We're going to bring you some words today of wisdom, some words of inspiration from none other than Marcus Mosiah Garvey, who you see right over here. Nope, right over here, behind my head. There you go. You see Marcus Garvey right over there. So we're going to give you some words, bring you some words of inspiration from the man himself, the Right Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Meanwhile, though, we got a few things to do. Number one, if you're watching us on Facebook, go ahead and give us a like. If you're watching us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. And last but not least, spread the word far and wide all through the land. Give us a hand, because you know the information we're putting down should be in demand. Excuse me. Ooh. Excuse me. Ooh, wow. Ugh. Had the old tickle in the nose there. All right, now. We got that done. Let's go ahead and begin to pick up where we left off in the book Africa for the Africans. By the way, this has selections in here from Garvey, Malcolm, and Nelson Mandela. The three M's. Malcolm, Martin, Mandela. And funnily, their lifespans overlap. Because first you had Garvey, then you had Mandela. Malcolm came third, but Mandela went down last. Interestingly enough. All right. So, yeah, Mandela was the longest lived of all three of them. And he's the one that went to prison for 30 years. Imagine that. That prison might save your life. All right. Let me put my glasses on so we can get down with the get down here. All right. Let's see what we got here. Now, let's see. Where are we at? Ah, yes. Here we go. We left off about halfway through Garvey's address to the UNIA International Convention of 1921. Let me go back to another phase of this question. Some people seem to think that the Universal Negro Improvement Association encourages animus against white people and against other races. It is for me to declare emphatically against that. We love all humanity. Whether humanity be black, yellow, white, red, we love humanity because all of us are creatures together. But we say to you, what you would like for yourself, we also would like for ourselves. What you have won by your activities, what you have won by your labor, what you have won by your skill, what you have won by your genius. We are now making an effort to win for ourselves. That is all we are about today. And we therefore give to you your Europe. We give you your Asia. We give to you, when you want it, your American continent. But we demand Africa. We are not going to quarrel with you over Europe. We're not going to quarrel with you over Asia. We're not going to quarrel with you over America. But we are going to die alongside with you on the African continent. Somebody is crazy if you think the new Negro is going to allow himself to be a slave perpetually. No, sir. The new Negro is a man. If he cannot live as a man, he prefers to die a man. Understand, we recognize humanity. We love humanity. And we are about to bring about an alliance with all humanity that is as far as that section and portion of humanity will ally itself with us. There are 400 million Negroes in the world today. Now I want you puny-hearted Negroes to listen to what I am saying and trust there is no prejudiced white man in this building. I trust all the white people in this building will enter into the spirit of this meeting as if it were a white meeting. And I was a white man speaking to white people in the interest of white people. Now, there are 400 million Negroes in the world today. The world is in terrible confusion and turmoil now. And all the political scientists predict a war of the races. Our Josephus Daniels several years ago said that the next world war will be the war of the races. White men think that over. Yellow men think that over because black folks are definitely thinking it over. There are more colored people in the world than white people. We love people because they have been our children, you know. They have been our proteges, don't you know? You know, when a father has an old suit and he does not care to wear it any longer, he gives it to his son. We once had civilization and we got tired of it. And we called in the white man and gave it to him. And he has been keeping and using it for us for several hundred years. But we have just changed our minds now. We ask and demand a part of that civilization for ourselves. We are not going to be unfair about it. We're not going to collect any interest. What do I mean by we love the white man? We love him because he was once a cannibal. He was once a savage. And we took hold of him and taught him and gave him our civilization. The fellow got so audacious that he wants to keep it all for himself. Imagine that. Yet we love you all the same, and we have to love you twice because we love our civilization first, and since he is now the custodian of that civilization that we gave to him, we have to see that he is properly protected within reason. And that is why we do not want to get away from the white man. But day after day, he is forcing us away from him. I want the white man to get a little sense. Don't you believe, you political scientists, that the next world war will be a race war? White man, do you think you can stand up against the combined forces of Japan, China, India, and Africa? White men, why are you so crazy? Why are you driving away from your best friend, your well-tried and true friend? Why are you driving him away from you with lynching and burning and Jim Crowism and segregation, and of late throwing him out of jobs that you should give him because of your obligation to him? White men, don't you know that when the war of the races comes, if the Negro is not on your side, you are burnt up? Do you know that throwing Negroes out of jobs is encouraging hatred and animus for you? And when you get in trouble, they will not help you? We don't want to be revengeful. We like you because you have been our child for centuries. We have nursed you when your own mothers turned you down. We have done everything for you because we loved you so much. Because you have been unable to do things for yourselves. Now, why are you driving us away from you? I trust the white people of this country and the white people of Europe will get sense to know that the Negro is civilization's best friend. We must call an alliance because we have been too careless with ourselves in the past. The new Negro is going to form an alliance somewhere. We have no objection to forming an alliance with white people. We are willing to form it now. But in forming that alliance, we say, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. That is the principle of our alliance. And listen, you cannot ignore us because we are 400 million strong. And the manhood of this race is made up of fellows like the New York 15th. Good for anything and at any time, anywhere. Mark my words. I trust that the white people of this country and the white race at large would understand that they have to calculate with the new leadership among Negroes today. I am not blaming the white people for misunderstanding the Negro, because all properly organized governments, races, and nations and institutions treat with representatives or organizations or governments. They do not treat with the representatives of this government or this organization or this race. And we have been some bootleggers who for years and years have been going in our name, claiming to be our representatives. And because we did not say anything to the contrary, in that silence gives consent. The white people accepted the bootleggers as our representatives. The illiterate preacher with a long coat, hat in hand, who went up and said, "Boss, I represent my people, and I am asking for a few dimes to help me to buy a church." The white man really believes that we were represented in these individuals, these bootlickers, and they treated us as a mass according to the representation we presented to them. They are not yet acquainted with the change. Let me tell you now, there is a change. Du Bois and Moton are no more. We buried them in 1914. The new Negro demands a leadership that refuses to beg, but demands a chance. No more bootlickers. The new Negro presents a leadership that will not go down in supplication, but will stand up and demand the things that are belonging to the race. Hence, we are acting with our own leadership on our own initiative, and that is why we open ranks and do not close ranks. We have been closing ranks for 500 years. We are going to open them now. Open ranks in the leadership of the Negroes of the world means that we shall present our own leaders, thanking the race for all the leaders they have given us in the past. We get our leaders, not by appointment from any other race, but by popular election from our own race. Do you hear me talking to you? We deal no longer with individuals. We deal with measures. We deal not with men, but with measures. Hear me now. So when I speak of individuals, you will understand that I speak of them simply because they are interfering with certain measures that tend to the detriment of Negroes. And I am a Negro, a man, not a bootlicker. I refuse to be misrepresented to the world. I love honesty. I love righteousness. I refuse to allow any bootlicker or Jack Leger to go and say Garvey is satisfied when Garvey is not satisfied. Garvey is not satisfied because Garvey is not given a fair chance. What is true of Garvey is true of 400 million Negroes the world over. The new Negro therefore demands a chance. We are not praying for a chance. We're not going to demand a chance. We are going to demand a chance. Or we're going to take a chance. And if needs be, we are going to die taking a chance. We are the friends of humanity. We are the friends of civilization. But we desire just this. We desire equality from humanity and from civilization. That is what divides the old and the new Negro. So tonight, when we are assembled in this second annual convention of Negroes of the world, we would like it clearly understood by races, by nations, by governments everywhere that our desire is not to foment trouble in any country where we live as subjects and citizens. But our desire is to be free and liberate ourselves on the great continent of Africa. We have naturally, as a race, desiring government to present to the world from our ranks the ablest and the best within us in intelligence, in foresight, in statesmanship. In every branch of human activity, we have to present the best within us, and I'm going to present before you a resolution to the problem. But right about now, we're going to have to close the book on this one because our time has expired. But we will return on the morrow. And I do believe that we will be able to finish this all up in just one more session. We hope you have been listening, not just enjoying, because we are not here engaging in edutainment. We're not here engaging in entertainment. We are here to engage your mind and try to help you recapture that which you have lost. We're trying to help you find your mind because we know some of you Negroes out there have absolutely lost your mind. But we also know if you can find your mind, you can move your behind in the right direction. And that's what we're attempting to do, is to get people moving in the right direction, because we have been headed in the wrong direction for much too long. Now you see, this is what happens when you start channeling Garvey. After a while, Garvey becomes you. What can I say? It's time for me to go. This is Doc Ock saying peace out without a doubt. And justice. Peace with justice. Because peace without justice disgusts us. And you know we love being discussed, but we don't like being disgusted. And in the meanwhile, we need y'all to do a few things. I see some people have been doing part number 3 very well. I've been watching. And I see you out there subscribing. Give thanks. We appreciate it. We also want you to go ahead, give us a like if you're watching on Facebook, and a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. And other than that, it's time to say, may peace guide your way. Because we are done for today, but we will be black tomorrow, and when we return tomorrow, there will be no sorrow, because we refuse to beg or borrow anymore. We're going to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and do for self. Black man, do for self. Peace out now.